She was never blessed. When my grandmother died, she left me only one thing: a small wooden statue of a praying nun. No money, no jewelry, just that. The letter attached to it only said, "Do not keep this in a house with mirrors." I laughed when I read it. I wish I hadn't. I moved into a small apartment near my college campus. It was cheap, quiet, and had mirrored closet doors in the bedroom. I placed the statue on my bookshelf without thinking twice. It was about a foot tall, carved from dark wood, hands pressed together in prayer, head bowed under a carved veil. At night, I started hearing soft tapping. Not footsteps, not knocking, just tapping. Always from the bedroom. The first night, I ignored it. The second night, it followed a pattern. 3 taps. Pause. 3 taps, like someone testing glass. I turned on the light and checked the mirror. Nothing. Just my reflection, and the statue still on the bookshelf behind me. On the 4th night, I dreamed I was kneeling inside a church with no doors, just endless walls of black stone. Candles lined the floor. Every candle was unlit, except one, at the altar. Behind it stood the nun from the statue. Only now, her face was missing. Just smooth wood where eyes and mouth should be. Her hands unfolded from prayer and pointed at me. I woke up screaming. The tapping became scratching, long, slow, deliberate, like fingernails moving across glass. I finally worked up the courage to move the statue into my closet so I wouldn't have to look at it anymore. That's when I noticed something that made my stomach drop. The statue's hands were no longer pressed together. They were slightly apart. That night, the tapping came from inside the mirror, not the glass, behind it. I heard breathing, soft, wet, right where my reflection should have been. I didn't sleep anymore after that. On the 7th night, I woke up unable to move. Sleep paralysis. My eyes were open. The room was dark, and the mirrored closet was no longer showing my reflection. There was a hallway inside it, a long stone hallway with candles, and at the end, the nun. She raised one wooden finger and slowly pressed it against the inside of the mirror. The glass bulged outward toward me, like skin being pushed from the inside, and she whispered, "He is finished with the walls." I blacked out. The next morning, my neighbor knocked on my door. He looked pale, shaking. "Did you hear that last night?" he asked. "Hear what?" "Someone praying inside your walls." That was it. I grabbed the statue, wrapped it in towels, and drove straight to my grandmother's old house. It had been abandoned since her funeral. The front door was already open. Inside, every mirror in the house was shattered, except one, in the living room. In front of it was a family photo I had never seen. My grandmother, much younger, standing beside a priest, and between them, the same wooden nun. Except in the photo, her hands were wrapped around my grandmother's throat. I checked the back of the photo, written in weak, trembling ink. "It only stays inside reflections while it is worshipped." The scratching started again that night, from my bathroom mirror, and the statue's hands are fully open now. If you've noticed tapping on your screen while watching this, don't look at your reflection tonight.